Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. It's your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's Ern. We in here, we rocking out. You already know we're gonna get into all the stuff. Gonna get into all the stuff. First things first for today, we got a question of the day. We here. Well, it's not really a question of the day, it's more like a discussion. Hold on, let me get my lens right. More like a discussion. But I'm gonna play the clip. Then we're gonna talk about it.
The
Let's see
difference
what
between
Shorty got.
settling and having an accurate perception of your level. What people think settling is going for someone below them, but really sometimes that might be your real level.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have an inflated perception of what we want, but not what we can access.
Right.
And this has been really, really affected by short-term dating and hookup culture. What happens is the men and women that we might hook up with are completely different to the men and women that we invest in. The problem is men and women get used to who they've been hooking up with and thinking, I don't want to settle for that guy. I've been with a guy that's had a Lamborghini before. Oh, I don't want to be with this girl. I've been with a girl that's been, I'm like, but how have they treated you?
Right.
Think about the people that invest in you. Think about the people who give you love and attention. That's your accurate pool of selection. The people that you've hooked up with here and then, gone on a date with here and then, if that's inflating what you want in a partner, that's not an accurate perception of reality. So it's only settling if you've had a lot better in the past and they've genuinely been dedicated and invested in you. But if you haven't had that before and it's just something in your imagination, is it
Spirit
Do
of
you
Killer
agree?
Samuels lives on.
Do you agree? Because part of it I don't necessarily agree to. Now that I heard the whole
Which
thing,
part?
so I agree to the settling part. Like there could be inconsistencies in what people settling, but sometimes guys can just put what seems to be like investments in youngins that is really not an investment, though. It's just
But
what
I
they
think
doing
that's what
to
she
try to
means, though.
try to
I,
get to the cheese, though.
I think that's what she's saying, though. She like
Uh-huh.
I don't think she mean the game Bama's is kicking. He talking about once he gets you, is the Bama actually treating you the way you want a Bama to
Mm.
treat you in a relationship or long term? And the answer is no. Otherwise, they would be with the dude. But he don't want you long term. You just around for the ride, for the summer, for the weekend, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
It's amazing how bad youngins can live in reality compared to when you listen to these fives and sixes talking all over the internet. It's
Hey,
amazing.
dog.
It's different. It's amazing.
Hey, yeah, yeah, dog. I mean, it's just first of all, you can just tell the difference between like I'm just saying from observation, her speaking versus some of these other jumps. She don't have the animosity or anger, like she's upset
She
at
doesn't
the
hate
at
men.
yeah, like it's like, oh, this is just what it is, and I'm just expressing, what I've come to understand and learn. But it's not like it doesn't have a whole bunch of like visceral hate behind it or
No
like
trauma attached to it.
no trauma. And so and granted, she probably had relationships that didn't work out, but she didn't. It doesn't sound like that's coloring her lens for like the whole situation. It just, I,
It just didn't work
I,
out. Where
yeah,
sometimes
it
things
just,
don't in life. There's, it's
that's
amazing. It's amazing, and
yeah,
it goes
it
both
just,
ways. It's not just youngins. It
mhm,
goes for dudes too at the same rate. It's just that we don't fight reality most of the time. Whereas
yeah.
you got a whole demographic of people on the internet when they hear certain things, they get triggered and just go ape.
Though the internet's done a number on us though. That joint is it like I had somebody troll the show that, well, I don't know if it was a troll or not, but like the way I responded, I ain't getting no response after the jump. So it gotta be a troll because it clearly Bama came in looking for a fight, and I didn't acquiesce to it. I just kind of responded because I'm a nice dude. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I know I saw this meme with this clip, and it was this dude behind a computer, and he was like, this is how you be a professional troll. You just anybody say anything, you just say something negative. Like, so people be out here really trying to troll people, but it just the internet world we live in, though, it's just everything is just made up. It's not real. So I could see how youngins could fall into the quicksand where they may can't really decipher between what's real and what's inauthentic.
They
So
can't though. This is my real life. Like this is 100% my real life. That joint touched my soul. Listen to this youngin on this on that video, dog. That is the dog. That is real life. Youngins don't know the difference between like
an
short term
investment
hookup
or
culture.
interest.
They don't know
Yeah.
that they can't tell the difference between guys wanting to hook up with them and guys wanting to be with them. They
Well,
can't
well,
tell the
what they
difference.
what they're blinded because naturally they want to be liked. They want to, what I mean, everybody has the desire to be liked and to be seen a certain way or to be pursued and stuff like that. But it's just hard to decipher what's the genuine pursuit versus I'm just trying to get the cheese.
But from who? That's the thing. Like so let's say you a married dude. Just take somebody
Mhm.
that's single for example, right?
Okay.
They log on their IG and a
I'm
10
like,
out
see,
of 10.
it's 2007. I'm back to
Yeah,
2007.
yeah.
Okay.
IG was IG out in 2007, maybe Facebook.
Nah, 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 nah,
Facebook,
nah. It wasn't. No, no,
but
no.
a 10
IG
out
was
of
out.
10.
I probably, yeah. We
All
wouldn't
right,
be
we
here
just use
right now.
somebody else. 10 out of 10
Okay.
sliding their DMs like,
Uh,
hey, I wanna like I wanna come see you. I'm gonna fly you out to Miami. I want you to come hang with me for the weekend. You gonna hop on the
uh-huh.
plane?
A 10? No, it's a
10 out
scam,
of 10.
dog.
Hey,
I can't get on the plane. She going. As soon as I touch down, it's gonna be no, murder. Murder was the case, dog. They gonna jump me in the alleyway to go. I'll be out that joke,
that's the
butt naked
mechanism
with
they don't
nothing.
have. Hell, that's the mechanism they don't have. See, you just saved your own
Dog,
life. It
all the alerts going. No,
they
a
don't
10
have
out
that
of 10,
mechanism.
a bad jump like dog. No, we gotta do out of the
But if you
blue. It
reverse
gotta
it,
be a whole bunch.
if you reverse it, they don't have that mechanism. So Obama driving the Lambo or the
Uh-huh.
whatever, got all of the bread, the Rolex and all that. If he try to like talk to them in their mind, they got a chance.
it's,
This might be the one.
it's
She
a
could be a
straight
4,
line.
she could be a 5, she could be a
Uh-huh.
7. Either way, the dude in the Lambo, he's not sliding in your DMs to ride off into the sunset happily ever after.
Uh-uh.
That's not how it go ever.
That's not how it go, dog.
But they don't have that mechanism you use to just save your life from being in the back alley in the pork and bean
Hey,
projects in
dog.
Miami or in
No, no.
Carroll
First of all,
City.
hold on. First of all, the probability is very high for death. If a 10 out of 10, yeah, out the blue, say they gonna fly you out.
Right.
Hey,
They
bro.
they don't have that mechanism to be like, nah,
Oh
this
no.
not for me. Let me go talk to I don't want to say the Bama, the Subway shop. What's a regular like the UPS driver or FedEx
Yeah.
Bama or a
Now,
regular just a regular
hold on. Granted, it's gonna be some Bammers who get killed on that mission because they
yeah,
just the
cause
thirst level
cause
so
cause
high
they
they
don't
don't
have a
got
mechanism
no.
either.
Yeah,
But it's
and
minimal
they
dudes.
ain't,
It's
yeah,
it's
it's a
5%
minimum.
of dudes. It's
Yeah, you're
80% of
right.
youngins that's gonna go on that other that reverse mission.
Hey, dog.
When the dude pull up to
Hey,
the
dog,
Lambo
that's
and
a
act like
dangerous mission,
dog,
dog.
it's just they don't have that mechanism like that, dog.
Dog, I gotta stay out. This is another thing I seen on the internet today. Hey, Aaron, this is wild right here, dog. You see this? That jump with the smithereens, dog.
And that's a duplex. Imagine going to sleep and you wake up in hell because your neighbor over there shooting flares and gas. Dog,
Dog,
furious,
first of all, the whole block blew up, dog. Hey, young,
furious.
that's in Baltimore. What they
No,
doing
that's
out there?
Alexandria, dog. That's Alexandria,
No,
Virginia.
what?
I mean
Hold
Arlington,
on,
Virginia. That's right over there by the A Town joint, dog. Not far from there. Swear to goodness.
dog. Napalm hit that.
He had to have the gas
Dog,
on full blast.
dog. The
he
suspect
took
in there, eco to L. Eco to L. Bro, what is it? How did that happen?
the gas had to be on without the
It had to be on all
silent
day.
lit. Yeah, he just struck a match or something. The joint disintegrated the duplex, dog. You and your neighbor gone.
Dog. Yeah, the police outside that jump. I don't even know, like, bruh. That's why I can't be law enforcement out here doing these.
I ain't
Hey, it's
going.
wild. It's wild out here. I'm on the bullhorn 50 yards away. Hey, come outside. I ain't chasing nobody, nothing.
That's what they did, and that's why everybody survived. Everybody go play hero ball and go break in the
Yeah.
joint and try to
You
snatch a
try to
pair.
be Sylvester Stallone, go up in the jump with the
Right.
hammer. You'd have been
Dust.
leg, foot over there, head over there. Yeah. Nah, bro. That jump wild, man. That jump wild. Uh on to some sports. I, I guess we could just get it out the way, dog. I guess we could just get it out the way, dog. It ain't no point of saving it. Cause I, so listen, I'm gonna plead my case to the people, right? So the Jets are now cutting Tim Boyle off the team. They cutting him off the squad. Looks like they're gonna go back to Zach Wilson. I don't know. They signed Mark Rippon's son, so it's a possibility that's not the option. I don't know what I don't think Tim Boyle played all that bad. I mean, he did play bad, but to me, it was like it wasn't anything where you had to cut. I mean, if you're gonna cut anybody, you should have cut Zach Wilson. But nonetheless, they might go back to Zach Wilson. We're not sure yet. It just the Jets organization is in disarray. And today I'm on the chat group chat. They slandering me because I guess I'm a hater because I'm saying Selah some trash, the Jets some trash, Zach Wilson some trash, and really the
Well,
highest
Zach
indictment.
Wilson is trash.
So I think where there's a differencing of opinions is the fact that I'm saying Selah is trash. Y'all saying the circumstances really didn't lend to him being successful and that he's not trash, they might be saying that that's yet to be determined. I'm saying he trash, and I don't need to see no more. And I'm saying the Jets are trash, and I'm saying that they would have been trash even with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron thinks that's a bad take, which I granted I can accept that. I also think that where everybody, I think I say it was a general sentiment that the Jets were going to be better with Aaron Rodgers, and I agree with that sentiment. I just differed from the predominant opinion that they would be a playoff team and win 11 games or be dominant in division and win a division. I thought that they still wouldn't be the leader of the pack, even with the regression of the Patriots, even with the regression of the Buffalo Bills, and then the Miami Dolphins have been what they are. But I thought that they would be decent, but I thought around 8-8, 8-9, or whatever, what I'm saying, middle of the road, 500. And I didn't think that would cut it, even with the healthy Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers got hurt, which helped my case more because the Bama's really turned into garbage after his injury. And now everybody is looking at the Jets talking about next year. Now, I know it sounds hypocritical for me to be slandering the Jets and talking about how crazy and terrible that organization is and how they made bad decisions going with Zach Wilson 6 weeks after he was expired in everybody's mind from a playing standpoint. I get that because the Washington Commanders have probably been the worst team in the NFL for the past 30 years, though. Right? And they one of the last ones left in the cellar. Detroit done got out. I mean, Bears still a little bit shaky, but they still
Been to the
leading
playoffs
the
since.
way. Leading the way. They're leading the way of being terrible. But I'm very critical of the Commanders. I slandered them. I talk about how trash they are. We should have fired Ron Rivera before week one. We
Well, as
both
soon as yeah.
it shouldn't even started the season with Ron Rivera. We're here with Ron Rivera. The defense, hold on. We're gonna take a little time out, pause. The spit, get my bars off. Uh Dog, the defense looked worse. That was it. Looked
They do now, yeah. They quit. It's over. The season is over. They didn't quit over there. Zach Wilson playing quarterback has destroyed the any chance that this team has had at any hope. Because everybody knows he can't play football, but the owner's forcing his Bama to be on the team.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And this is my critique of the take, because you kept trying to move the cheese, and when you get
Okay,
excited,
all right,
when you
okay,
be
all right. Bring me
getting on
back.
your
Bring me
pedestal,
back. No, bring me back. Okay,
this what you
let me
do. I be
have.
doing the same thing too, but once I'm wrong, I just leave it alone. You'll look at Bama's face, and if you don't like Bama's face, you'll be like they trash. That's what I did with Justin Herbert. I was like, this Bama look like a lesbian. Like you can't win with this Bama. Then 4 games in to his rookie year, this is my favorite quarterback in the league, no question.
Okay,
I was like, this is my guy now. All of a sudden, when
okay,
I didn't like the
okay,
Bama coming out, you,
okay,
Robert, you also is kind of you a dinosaur in a way. You stuck in the '90s.
okay, okay.
Like
All
you
right.
think
I
all the
am. I
alphas,
am.
you think
Bull
all of the
back. All
alphas
that. I do. I do it all.
you
Uh-huh.
you think all of the alphas got to be cool guys. Like it's not that. It's 22 Jump Street now, 23 Jump
It
Street.
is. Yeah,
Like
it's different.
cornball Bama's is running the league. The nerds is running the world. Like you don't
Uh-huh.
have to be the cool guy to be able to lead guys. And because you heard Robert Saleh being a cornball and a
Yeah,
doofus
he is
on
corn.
Hard
Yeah.
Knock, you like this Bama
Yeah.
corner. He can't be a leader. But but if you look at Mike Daniels, if you look at Shanahan, if you look at the Rams heck, it's a bunch of dweebs
But
out there
no,
straight getting money.
Shanahan cool though, dog.
Why?
Shanahan
Because he
cool.
listen to black music and like Lil
Yeah.
Wayne. He a
No,
cool.
that's half the battle, dog.
Have
That's
you
half
heard
the battle.
Santana talking about this Bama? Like the Bama's a dweeb, like
Yeah, he a nerd. He a nerd.
entitled.
He a
Yeah,
football. He a football nerd. I get it. But he at least like I feel like I could play for like Shanahan. And granted, I'm not on the football roster or the team or none of
right.
that. But it just looks from the outside looking in. The players seem like they rock with him, and
Because
that
they
to me, that's half
win.
the bat.
When they was losing, it didn't look like that.
Okay,
He didn't show up in San Fran and start taking over. It took them a while because we was clowning Shanahan for a long time. Like boy genius over there with the Rams. Like they didn't just show up and all of a sudden it turned around.
mm,
It took a while to get the pieces in place. And like you said, the Jets organization is trash. The owner is trash. He meddles
okay,
just like Dan. And so like
mm,
Salah, when he first got there, he was holding a team with no quarterback together, and they was looking solid. Like all they needed was a
okay,
quarterback,
okay.
and it looked that way last year. Like the Bama's was playing even with Zach Wilson being trash. So I feel like you saying that not based on football, it's based on one, you don't like Tuck, two, you don't like the Jets, and you get a kick out of watching him be sorry and watching him
So hold
suffer.
on. So let me say this
It's
though.
partially a troll, dog.
Part of that is true, but part of that is not true. The thing is, maybe this is my old like I'm a dinosaur. I don't like when we used to play, and you know how this felt when we would go hoop, right? Or like you was about to play in a game and they would talk one team up, like, oh, these Bama's got such and such on their
And then we
squad,
smoke
they
them
got
like when we played
scuds, like
Greenway in the playoffs. And smoke the Bama's out the gate.
no, and they talk them up, and then they go out the jump and get their boots smoked, or you know what I'm saying? Bama's like, they ain't getting no buckets or whatever, whatever. It's like, dog, these Bama's talked them up like they was like that, and we
But
washed them.
but
Like
look
they
at the
talked it.
Warriors. Like y'all was Sicing the Warriors. The last year Jeff was on here when I was like, the Warriors gonna miss the playoffs this year. This before Steph
Mhm.
even got hurt. Then Steph
Yeah.
got hurt, and all excuses flew. These Bama's is one of the worst teams in the league. Like you can't take the best player off their team, which was Aaron Rodgers, and then you
Mhm.
piled on like, see, I told you when you was talking about with A Rod. So we can't even evaluate the take, but you taking
Yeah,
credit
okay.
for the take, like
Okay.
the
That's
Bama
fair.
played. That was my
That's a
point. That was
fair
my only point.
that's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. I give you that.
Because we
Part of
know
it
they
is the
trash without A Rod,
part
without a
of it is the
quarterback.
dig, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Part of it is it's like, oh, you gonna open the lane up and let me just drive to the lane with no
and then you
like
like y'all
yeah.
defending the Jets. You don't care nothing about no Jets or Robert Saleh for real. But once you
No,
get on
yeah,
your pedestal,
yeah.
you just get the cooking, and
Okay,
then
okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Now let's go ahead back to the Commanders, dog. Let's trash these Bama.
they
The
terrible.
defense looked worse. Ron Rivera looked like the team quit.
They was playing single coverage on Tyreek Hill, no safety over that
Yo,
jersey.
every time I turn to the channel, it's two Bama's running 5-10 yards behind Tyreek Hill. These Bama's weren't even in the same, like you talk about like off the screen. These Bama's was off the screen. He caught the ball and the, the camera couldn't even catch the Bama's trying to chase him, bro. Tyreek Hill different. But why do we not see any changes in the defense? It looked
You
exactly the
did.
same.
You did see changes. The problem is Ron didn't know what changes to make. He blaming the DB coach who's the third string because they done fired the original Bama and then got rid of the other dude that was behind them. Pause. And then who else? He said he was asking what the play call should be, and that's what he was calling. Like Ron, this Bama don't never take credit for nothing. Nothing he do. Nothing. But we knew this already. So what's the point of keeping him saying you don't have another D coordinator if you're gonna give up 50
It's no, you can put me at D coordinator right now, Aaron.
and
I'm
do
not
better than that?
giving up 50. I'm not giving up 50.
You
Maybe
could have
to the
ran
Miami
prevent the whole
Dolphins.
game.
Yeah,
You could have
dog.
ran prevent the whole game and gave
No,
up 30.
this the thing, dog. What's my game plan gonna be, dog? I'm gonna say who my best corner. All right, hey, listen, you gonna shadow him. Hey, we're gonna put a safety over the top.
You put
Everybody else
two
can beat
safeties
us.
over the top. Yeah.
Everybody else can beat us, but do not let Tyree Hill, dog. Just stay far back as you can.
Make these Bama's
Just
run the
stay,
ball every down.
yeah, make them run, dog, and just, you know what I'm saying? Just make tackles.
Thunder,
Yeah,
thunder, thunder,
okay.
dog. Four back,
Thunder,
four back,
thunder, thunder, thunder. Hey,
dog.
that was a never know, dog. This
It's
is
ridiculous, dog.
crazy, bro. What kind
It's
of game
ridiculous.
plan? Bama went back to getting sacked a whole bunch too.
Dog.
Everybody's man.
I want him to get IQ tested. Like this Bama might be on the spectrum. It's like you think this Bama learn, and then 2, 3 weeks go by, and he go back to doing the same stuff from week 1.
Dog,
It's like he don't see the blitz coming. He don't feel the pressure. He don't see the he don't change the protection. The Bama look right
Sam,
at the pass rusher and still don't get rid of the ball.
dog, let me say this. I like Sam Howell, but I don't like him with a first round pick in the top 5. Like, there is no scenario outside of them picking 20th in this year's draft that I could see them not selecting a quarterback with that first round pick.
If one of the top tackles is there, I think that changes things. I think
But
that changes
they're
things.
gonna be in the top 5. You're gonna be picking top, they're gonna be picking top 5, Aaron.
Yeah, but the
Right now
tackles
they 4.
like that. The 2 tackles, the guy from Notre Dame, and then they got another
Mhm.
guy from um I can't remember where the other guy from
So
is.
if you top 5 and the 2 top quarterbacks off the board, you going with the tackle and sticking with Sam Howell?
It's not necessarily sticking with Sam Howell, but the value isn't there. For me, Caleb Williams goes that high. They're going to
Okay.
overdraft May because I don't love May like everybody else loves May. He's going to
Uh-uh.
get overdrafted,
And then Daniels.
but I don't know that I saw him as a freshman, and it would be hard for me to take him that high. I know this Bama's playing MVP this year,
He
but
got talent though. He got the upside. That Bama got wheels. He got a
now I wouldn't be
rocket.
mad if they take a black quarterback. I'm not going to be mad.
He got wheels and a
I
rocket,
would take
dog.
shit,
That's half the battle.
and I would take JJ McCarthy out of Michigan. Like
Uh-huh.
that, I think that Bama's nice too. But I don't think the
Okay.
value's there at 4, like 3, 4. I just you got to take to me if you get a super elite tackle that's going to be there for 10 years, guarantee you, like you worrying about if the quarterback going to be good or not. The tackle Bams is going to be locked in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're
Okay.
that
So
good. So
you're saying from a rebuilding the
value.
team to get back to like
Then
certain
you get the quarterback. Yeah.
respectable, you say, all right, we got Sam Howell. If we get him another tackle, we can at least
Now,
we
if
can
Caleb
ride
Williams is
this
there,
train.
I'm taking Caleb Williams. If
He's not
Drake
gonna
May
be
is
there for
right,
you got
if
to be
Drake May
one
is
number
there,
two, 1, 2.
if Drake May is there, like if Daniels leapfrogs May during the combine process,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll take May. I know they will. Like, and we're gonna have to wait 3 years to say I told you so again. But they'll take him. It's like JJ McCarthy, they might take.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it goes 1, 2, 3 quarterback, you know what I mean? Then they might be forced to take a tackle. But I think with the conversation about the O line being so bad, instead of taking the third or fourth guy available at that position, I think you take the tackle. Unless you believe the guy that's there is like your draft board is better than everybody else's, but we've never seen anything to indicate that this organization evaluates players better than anybody else.
Mhm. Yeah, I have no faith.
And they
Especially
make
with
bad
the
first
whole
round
situation.
picks. So if you get a
Yeah,
tackle, you know the first round pick gonna be solid in your first year picking as a new ownership, new head coach. Take the
hmm
tackle, and you might be able to trade back into the second round, get Shador or one of the other guys with the high second round
yeah,
pick you got from the Bears. And Sam
hmm
Howell's not completely incompetent. You give him an off season.
yeah,
If Eric Bieniemy's still the OC or ends up being the head coach, to me, you definitely want to get a tackle there, pick up some other O linemen and give him
hmm
another year with Sam Howell, which you would expect to see improvement. Like I'm frustrated with Sam. I think he's slow. I don't think he has the it, like a guy that just comes in and just
hmm
automatically makes stuff better. But I think he can improve. Like Josh Allen
He
was
can,
trash when he came in the league. Like for the
yeah,
first year, like 2 years. It
hmm
like I think he has enough tools, like the arm strength. He got legs. He got
hmm
poise. He doesn't seem to get too high and low. Where
ain't too
if you give
rattled.
him more
Yeah,
time, he can improve. Hopefully.
yeah. Okay, I'm
And he
okay with
cheat.
that.
And he cheat.
Yeah,
You
and
can
he
go get a
cheat.
quarterback next year or the year after if you still trash.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get to these games, man. Thursday night, I might go to sleep on this jump, dog. I might cook dinner and go to bed. New England versus Pittsburgh Steelers.
Trash.
Pittsburgh is favored -6 points. They're without
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett. Yeah, got injured in the last game.
That might be
They
his best
going
friend.
with Mitchell Trubisky, dog.
Mitch Trubisky, you know how much I can't stand him, but he's better than Pickett. Pickett is
Really?
bad. Pickett is bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over on the rushing yards for Mitchell Trubisky. Um,
That six
yeah,
points is a
so
lot. Pittsburgh don't even be scoring like that. I
yeah,
might have to
that's
take
a
the,
lot.
but the Patriots trash too. Them Rams don't have a
Patriots
quarterback.
trash, dog. And no running back right now. Ramondre Stevenson, he
That
hurt.
was so
So you
fluky.
got Zeke.
39 yards, dog. Get out.
Dog, first of all, I just want y'all to know. I gotta say it. These Bammers are such cheaters that like this the whole sports betting joke is a scam, dog. I just want y'all to know it's a big old Ponzi scheme, and all they doing is scamming, bro. The Bama Ramondre Stevens had 40 yards, which is one of the prop bets on FanDuel or on the sports betting app. 40 yards. The Bama left the game. He fumbled on his last carry. He got his ankle rolled up. The Bama fumbled. The ball went forward a yard. They took a yard away from this Bama and gave him 39 yards. First, it showed up 40, Aaron, on the thing. Every jump I saw it on it, I'm like, oh, 40 yards. I'm like, oh, bet the Bama got the jump. I look back on the screen, the jump say 39. I said, well, how did they do that? The jump, I went back to the app. The jump was gone. They just took the whole bet off. Like, they just was like, oh, yeah, we made it 39. He lost. It just took the jump off. They don't normally do that, Aaron. They usually let all the games finish first, then they take the jump off. These
Dog, they
Bama's
be cheating.
dirty, bro.
And they be they be taking sacks out of the quarterback's rushing yards too. Like these Bama's are dirty, 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 dirty.
Dog, it's a dirty game. It's nothing I can do. Ain't no law officers or nobody I can
FBI need to
call.
go over
To
there,
get
dog.
it. Dog,
It's a
they in
scandal.
on it too. It's a whole Ponzi, dog. They just take back. Dog, I
Billions
don't
and
know how I
billions.
never seen them just change the stat mid-game. The Bama had 40 yards. Then after halftime, the Bama had 39 and played no more snaps. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it, dog. Dirty game. I think I'm going with Pittsburgh -6.
I'm gonna go
Um,
Pittsburgh.
all right, bet. Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cleveland Browns. Jacksonville just
Cleveland
lost Monday night to the Cincinnati Bengals.
smashed
Trevor
them.
Lawrence looked like he got messed up a little bit. We're gonna see. Wouldn't call it. Christian Kirk went out with a groin injury. I just
Luckily, he got his 26 yards that I needed for the parlay
luckily, uh, I'm surprised they didn't take yards away from that jump. Cleveland had Joe Flacco out there,
and got a W.
and got a W. I guess they're gonna go with Flacco again this week. they -3. If they have anybody out there other than Lawrence, I'm going with Cleveland. Um, minus the 3. It's in Cleveland. You know, Cleveland gonna be cold probably. Yeah, they don't want to run the football anyway. Travis Etienne, I think he had like 39 yards or something stupid. It just so I'm going with Cleveland. Who you got, Aaron?
Cleveland.
All right, we're unanimous. Los Angeles Rams at the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favorite -7.5. Rams on a 2-game winning streak. Baltimore coming off a bye. Rams looking like they trying to get things clicking, at least to try to make a run. 7.5 is a lot, even though I think Baltimore is a much better team. I'm gonna go with the Rams to cover.
Rams.
All right. Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. Lions played New Orleans. They were mud holing them, and then I look up, and then these Bama's was back in the game somehow. But they end up getting a W. Sam Laporta's cooking. Their favorite in this one -3. There's been a report, Aaron. Listen to this.
Yes, sir.
That Eric Bieniemy could be one of the front runners for the Chicago Bears head coaching position if Eberflus does not, look good in these next couple weeks. Is the report. I like it.
Yeah, and I was calling dude a coon polls when he got the job because they were
Mhm.
acting like they was gonna hire Flores, but they ended up going with Eberflus. What I found out today was the ownership gave him 3 coaches to choose from. It was Eberflus,
Mm.
it was somebody else, and the third guy was the guy that the Lions fired that had a winning record, Jim Caldwell. It was out of 3
Mm.
guys, and that's who he chose out of the 3. So I'm a rescind that earlier statement,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then
Fair enough.
if this gets to be his hire and he ends up going with the enemy, to me that makes sense if you keep Fields or if you get a new guy like Caleb Williams. So
Yeah. That's a good move. You think Montez Sweat said something to him?
I mean, if I don't know that they would ask, maybe they did, but like, what do
Mm.
you think about the enemy? He's like, yeah, it's a completely different. Ron don't know what he's doing. The only reason things is halfway together is because Eric came over there.
And he changed everything. Can the dude be? Yeah, Alabama like that, dog. Oh, okay. Carolina. Oh, we unanimous.
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah.
All right. Carolina Panthers at New Orleans Saints. Carolina played a lot tougher in this past week. Um, Saints are favorite -5.5. I don't know about the 5.5 though. I mean, Carolina, they're not. They didn't look that bad, dog. They didn't look that bad, but they did lose to Tennessee, which is lesser opponent. But maybe it's in New Orleans. I'll take New Orleans minus the 5.5.
Yeah, I go New Orleans.
Yeah. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons. This is for the divisional matchup. Atlanta is favorite -2.5 right now.
Against who?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'll go Atlanta.
I am going with the Buccaneers. Indianapolis Colts at the Cincinnati Bengals. Colts are favorite -1.5. It's in Cincinnati.
Look at Cincinnati.
Uh, I like. This was tough one right here. I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts in this one. Houston Texans at the New York Jets.
Texans.
Texans are favorite -5.5. I'm
Texans.
going with the Texans as well. Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers coming off a huge win. versus the Eagles, dog. A dominant performance of the Eagles. I think I'm gonna rock with Seattle. It's a divisional matchup game. For some reason, I just think Seattle will just, they'll
What's
just
the
play them
spread again?
tough. 10.5.
Oh yeah, give me Seattle.
All right. Then you have Minnesota Vikings at the Las Vegas Raiders. Vikings are favorite -3. I'm going with the Raiders coming off the bye.
Raiders.
Okay. Then you have the Denver Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Uh,
Chargers are favorite -2.5. Divisional matchup.
give me the
I'll go
Broncos.
with the Broncos as well. Broncos play teams
Oh,
tough.
when are they gonna fire this Bama? He's the worst coach in the league behind Ron Rivera, dog. And they just keep letting him squander Justin Herbert's career, dog. Get him out of there.
And Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack having a all pro season right now. And they just
They the ones that be talking about
barely
being
beat the New England. That's a fact. That's a fact. Um, then you got the Sunday afternoon game. You got Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are favorite -2.5. This is getting a
give
little
me the Bills.
dicey over in that
Chiefs sorry,
AFC.
dog.
I think I'm gonna
Chiefs
go. I'm
sorry.
gonna go with the Bills too. The Chiefs, dog, they just
He's
don't have
old.
no pass catchers, dog. They need me out there. My hands better than half their whole wide receiving core. Just
That's the same core they had last year, other than sorry, what's that? Juju.
Juju, yeah. Tony
They
got
need the
hurt.
enemy
He
back
got
too.
assault. They do need the enemy back. All right, I'm going with Buffalo as well. We unanimous. Uh, then we got the Monday night. Oh no. Sunday night. December 10th is what? That's a December 10th. Oh, that's Sunday night. Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowgirls. I'm sorry, Cowboys. Cowboys are favorite -3.5. I'm
Eagles.
going with Philly. Yeah, I'm going with Philly easy. In a divisional matchup. A lot of divisional matchup games this upcoming week. Then you have the Monday night game. Oh, you got two Monday night games. Aaron, let's go. Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are favorite
Smash.
-13.5.
Dolphins.
I'll take the Dolphins as well. Then you got the Green Bay Packers at the New York Giants. Green Bay's favorite -6.5.
Green Bay. They've been cooking lately. Jordan Love
I,
finally getting it back together.
they have been cooking lately. I'm going to go with the. Something tells me the Giants just gonna mess around and
Where's the game?
keep this job close. It's in New York.
I'm gonna still go Green Bay.
Yeah, I like Green Bay to win, but I think the Giants will cover. And those are our games. You catching the in-season playoff games though for basketball? Got the
Only if they on the parlay. I ain't watched a full
yeah,
basketball game this whole year. Wizards
yeah.
trash.
I
Wizards trash.
yeah. I got the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns at 10 p.m. tonight.
They
Take
on the parlay.
Phoenix. Uh, Kevin Durant over 28 points, 28 and a half. Give me
Nah,
the over.
take over the 25. You can
Yeah,
go to alternate
25. Yeah,
points on the app. Put
yeah, that's
500
that's
on that.
fair.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And then you got the other game. Oh, it's already started.
The
The
Bucks and
Milwaukee Bucks
Knicks.
and the Knicks. I like the Bucks. I like the Bucks to beat the Knicks. I don't think the Knicks should even be in this game versus the Bucks.
Giannis was
Um,
cooking in the first quarter. I know.
yeah, that's what he do, dog. That's what he do. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Share the content. Get us to 100,000 subscribers. Blow up a house in a duplex if you have to. Get us there on the app. Shout out to Where's Buffy. Shout out to Lance J Radio. Shout out to Sports Talk Tasha. Shout out to everybody who rock with us heavy. And we out.